Hi everyone, I am Lloyd Arzomaila. So in today's video, I will be discussing about the guidelines and outdoor activities for Chapter 1 and 2. For Chapter 1, we have the notes for heads of schools and teachers. And the Chapter 2, we have a general measures for the activities on land. Notes for head of school. Number one, the school should ensure that teachers or instructor responsible for planning and leading the activities possess the qualification required for giving guidance to participants during the conduct of activities. So teachers and instructors should be encouraged to receive first aid training and attend refresher grad training courses every 3 years so that there will be sufficient person with the first aid training to serve a leader of outdoor activities. Number two, we have to facilitate organization and management. Participants of the outdoor activities may be divided into groups. So teachers, seniors from students or other individuals with relevant experience and knowledge can be appointed as a group leaders. For number three, it is a responsibility of schools to ensure that the participants are physically fit and equipped with the necessary skills to take part in the activities. So consent should be obtained from parents of the participants beforehand. Parents should assess the physical fitness of their children and consult doctor when necessary before the conduct of activities to ensure their children's suitability to participate. Another one we have is during the conduct of activities or outdoor activities, teachers or instructors should bring along a first aid kit or a personal communication devices such as the mobile phones for treatment of injuries and external communication in the event of emergencies. Let us proceed for the notes for teachers or instructors. For number one, for any exploratory, challenging and physically demanding activities conducted in natural environment, the party should comprise at least one member who has received the first aid training. So teachers or instructor are encouraged to receive the first aid training arranged by the St. John Ambulance Association in the Hong Kong Red Cross Society of the Auxiliary Medical Service or attend refresher training course every 3 years. For number two, we have teachers or instructors should update themselves on the latest weather reports and forecast. For number three, we have a teacher's instructor should take note on the air quality health index with the activity area. Another one, we have all outdoors activities should be canceled if a tropical cyclone warning is issued. If signal number one is issued that during the conduct of activity, participants should take immediately shelter in the nearest safe place as long as the circumstances permit. So teachers or instructor should make arrangements for participants to return home. When a higher signals is issued, participants should stay in the nearest shelter until safety is no longer threatened by the wind. Another one we have a when that thunderstorm warning or a red or black rainstorm warning in the issue, teachers or instructors should suspend all outdoors activities immediately and lead all the participants to safe place to take shelter until it is safe to return home. So when a thunderstorm warning is issued before the conduct of activity, teachers or instructors should be decide whether to postpone or cancel the activity or taking into the consideration its nature and content and location. So let us proceed to chapter 2. We have the general measures for activities on land. So the guidelines outlined on this chapter are principles that schools should follow when the planning or organizing activities on land, which refer of exploratory, challenging, and physically demanding activities conducted in the natural environment and supervised by the appointed teachers or instructors. For schools' frequent outings, teachers and instructors should refer the guidelines set out in this chapter. For number one, we have planning and preparation. So before organizing outdoor activities on land, schools should have a comprehensive and detailed planning, taking into the account allocation of resources, the budget, the date and location of the activities, and safety measurement, and make risk assessment, or in the person in charge of this activity should be able to anticipate any possible difficulties and work out solution. So feasible contingency measures and an emergency contact list should be drawn up to address emergency situation. So in addition, the participant enhance crisis awareness, careful to planning, meticulous preparation through implementation and safety measure also help ensure the safety to smooth conduct of outdoor activities. So we have here the individual basis. For number one, we have a clear idea of the qualification required for a teacher or instructor in charge of this activity. The number two is select carefully the location, the destination, and the activity, and take into account the physical strength and skills level of the participants so as ensure that demand of the program are within their capability. Places with poor accessibility, the food, the hygiene, and accommodation should not be chosen. Moreover, passing through dangerous areas such as the quarries, the firing ranges, are or coastal roads should be avoided. For number two, we have point to notes during activities. So teachers or instructors should pay attention to weather forecast or new broadcast. If there is going to be a change in weather or condition, the related contingency plan should be activated as soon as possible. So number two, we have teachers or instructors should be fully aware of the health condition of each participant in order to determine whether any participant should be forbidden from joining the activity of the day. For number three, we have for activities lasting for more than one day, teachers or instructors should brief participants on the program or schedule before the commencement each day. Upon conclusion for these activities that day, the briefing session should be held in the review participant performance, a program arrangement, and relevant safety measure and preparation should be made for activity of the following day. So the last one, we have the no participants should leave the party without the prior approval of the teachers or instructor. The party should proceed at the speed that can be followed by the slow members. There should be a regard to ensure that no one is left behind. For number three, we have measures for emergencies. In the event of emergency, the teachers or instructor or group leader should take charge. If the teacher in charge is injured, another teachers in the group should be take over leadership. So all participants should be the follow instructor they receive to be overcome difficulties when concerted efforts. For number one, we have going astray. We have keep calm and stay together, conduct head count and regular intervals. For number two is hail fire. Keep calm and do not run unless absolutely necessary, as panicking drains energy and hampers good judgment. Try to escape by taking following step. Stay calm and get away from the fire immediately and dial 911 to report the fire or escape along the existing path. Number three, we have the heavy rain. Heavy rain usually causes flooding and rapid rises in the water level of rivers. The resulting dangerous torrents may even wash away bridges and footpaths. When the water level has risen to such an extent that a depth or the more than 6 inches has reached and flow with a rapid, and it becomes inadvisable to cross the river in fault. So in this case, shelter should the high ground should be sought as soon as possible. Except in the life-threatening situation, the wading through the river heavy rain should be avoided. When there is across a river, the should be a best option. The next one, we have heat cramp and heat exhaustion and heat stroke. Be aware of any symptoms of unwellness. For instance, heartbeat rate indicates the level of strain caused by the body of exercising. So participants should be reminded to inform the teachers or instructors once they begin feel unwell. Another one, we have make the participants feeling unwell lie down at the shady spot with plenty of fresh air and help him or her loosen any tight clothing. So number 5, we have hypothermia. So be aware of the symptoms of unwellness, for instance, fatigue or exhaustion, cold, clammy skin, the stumbling, the shivering, the muscle spasm or stammering or hallucinating. So if the patient is conscious, ask him or her to take high energy drink or warm water to maintain body temperature, or evacuate along the contingency route if necessary. So any patient who is losing consciousness should be sent in hospital immediately. So thank you so much for listening. This is Lloyd Arzamala. Thank you and God bless everyone.